Previously on Roddy Radio.
Well, first he was brass naked shooting a gun. And he got thrown into a mental threw him into the loony bin. Mm-hmm. Well, then how come they said he died? Who said he died?
His brother said he died.
Did we never see
his brother? No, we never saw an obituary. No, his own brother said.
And that's we just saw like a Facebook post or something.
And then they dropped a Facebook post. Yep. Then that Facebook post disappeared.
He's not dead. He's in the loony bin.
He's in the loony bin.
Let's go look for him. I don't even like him. I just.
If we find him, we're gonna break him out.
Well, we kind of have to at this point. I was gonna start telling people he died.
You should.
I'll make a Facebook post that he died.
Welcome to an emotional episode.
A very special episode.
A very special episode. Yeah. So we're here gathered around. Thank you for joining.
We got Cole and Cort back again.
Thanks for having me on. I have my wife Tabitha on too.
Yes, we have
Tabitha.
Welcome, Tabitha.
Hello.
And we have Shannon on. Hi, Shannon. She was here last time too, but
Hiding behind the scenes.
she was behind the camera. She's on now though.
Yes.
And you guys had a lot to talk about last time. That's why I'm like, well, we got to get this crew back together again.
Yes. Before we started, we were just talking about Tabitha's hair, and it's beautiful. And I don't know if you guys know, but Tabitha's a quarter Mexican.
What?
And that's why she has beautiful hair. You want to talk about that?
Okay.
Do you want to talk about that? Talk about your Mexicanness.
Well, my grandma, she's dead, but she was brown, so,
Okay.
full. But they'd actually been here longer than my, Caucasian family, because it was a great-grandfather. He came up on the railroad to California, and my grandma would tell this story that, I think it was, her great-great-grandparents, she came from Spain, and her parents had, a candy factory in Spain that they sold and came to Mexico. And then she met my grandfather, and I think they came up to California.
They were like cousins or something.
Somewhere along the line,
My dad's grandma was from Spain.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
I don't know how much. Well, I don't know. I haven't gotten DNA tested, so I don't know.
I want to get DNA tested.
Tabitha loves spicy food too, and we were
I don't
joking
know about that.
when we got married. We thought it would be hilarious to get a mariachi band.
Ooh.
Yeah, they're so fun.
Yeah, we're like, that would've been
Because my
fun.
grandma, she would put on these parties, and she would get a mariachi band, and as a kid, it's just so
Her
fun.
grandma was so fun.
Yeah, my grandma was really cool.
I got to meet her once at a Christmas party. She was cool. She was just sipping wine coolers. It was fun.
Nice.
Yeah, she was a wino. So
Definitely
it'd be
Mexican.
she would drink a lot of wine and then Tecate.
And then the whole house smelled like pot because your grandma's was the guy that he
It was my
remarried.
No,
Or
you don't know who you're talking about.
who's the guy? Who's the guy that smoked a bunch of pot?
No, my
There was a guy that
aunt,
was-
my
Oh,
uncle.
that's right. Okay.
He would smoke weed in the garage, and my grandma didn't like it because it would
You
stink.
can smell like
It
the
was.
whole
I
house.
think they would smoke.
Don't
them.
you like the smell?
I kind of do like.
Yeah.
I
I've
like
never
can't
met
stand.
anyone who likes the smell, really.
I can't stand it.
Yeah. It's too skunky.
Even people that like to smoke it usually aren't crazy about the smell.
Yeah.
I
Yeah.
remember as a kid, driving in the car with my dad, and he didn't smoke weed. He's very right wing.
Straight edge.
So, yeah, that's what I was saying
Uh,
last time.
You could say. Yes.
In a manner of speaking.
But anyway, I remember driving in his truck, and then you'd smell a skunk, and it's you smell a lot of skunks in Oregon though. And then I remember walking to the mall with my friend, and I was like, "Whoo, that skunk smells!" And she was like, "That's weed." And then that opened my eyes, oh, the whole time.
The whole time.
It was just weed.
Oh.
Growing up in Portland for you.
I actually had a little, something happen here, too, when I first opened. Somebody that would come in and do food here. My kids were out in the back, and he would smoke weed. And I had told him, I don't smoke weed. I not around it. I've never been. I've never liked it. He's tried to get me to smoke it so many times, and I'm like,
We're gonna
no.
get her high before
Roddy has.
before the year's over.
And my kids came in one day, Mom, it smells like there's a skunk outside. And I was like, yeah, dude, I can't have you here anymore.
Oh,
No,
damn.
because like they're gonna grow up one day. They're growing up, and then one day they're gonna remember that smell. And they're gonna be like, "Mom was letting somebody smoke pot outside the restaurant," you know. And not only that, but I have neighbors like that
Yeah.
might not be okay with it, you know.
That's a good
And
point.
Yeah, that is.
I don't mind if people smoke weed. I just don't like it around me. So
Yeah.
Or around your business.
yeah, around my business.
Yeah. I like getting drunk more, but Cole likes me high more because I'm like very chill. You
Yeah.
haven't even seen me. That's like the most chill I've been in my life.
You mean me? I have not seen
No,
you.
you haven't seen me high.
I have not ever seen you
Yeah.
on the devil's lettuce.
We went on a trip and
Yeah.
Tabitha got some gummies. And
We're virgins over here. Huh?
Yeah. Whenever.
Yeah.
I haven't either.
You know,
okay.
But,
I don't think you would like it.
Why have you never?
straight edge.
Straight edge. Yeah.
Same.
I'm
I
not
just
a
don't-
huge
yeah.
weed guy.
I mean, I'm already addicted to Dr. Pepper, so I don't need weed.
Yeah, DP.
I mean, I guess. Well, actually, you know what? I take that back. Weed's not really addictive. It like,
it's psychological.
yeah,
It
like
can
It's
be.
not
like
chemically
alcohol,
addictive,
like
It's not
alcoholic,
chemically-
and then like
yeah.
alcohol, and then
I know people that just
smoking.
won't stop doing it.
That's what
Just,
it's
yeah.
like. It's not a chemical addiction, but it's definitely an addiction to like the lifestyle and to like not,
Yeah.
It can be
You
a
could be-
habitual.
yeah,
You could be addicted to
habit
anything,
forming. I
though.
guess. Yeah.
Yeah.
Anyway, I got my Dr. Pepper fix. That's all.
Yeah.
That's fucking disgusting. Did you like that Dr. Pepper song?
you always say that.
Oh, the
like
new
Dr.
Dr.
Pepper's
Pepper.
so sweet. Dr. Pepper's so good.
Yeah, I love that.
Dr.
I love that it went.
That's
I love
what's
that,
in
I love that lady got famous.
I do too.
Yeah.
And now the Vaseline guy. Have you heard the Vaseline
No.
song?
What?
Yeah, they hooked him up too. Yeah.
They hooked him up.
I don't
with a
remember the-
lifetime
it was
supply
a-
of Vaseline.
Is this on? Yeah. The Vaseline guy was pretty catchy.
I think I seen it on TikTok.
Yeah.
Yeah, and they're
Yeah.
like, hire me Vaseline or something,
Yeah.
right? Okay.
Not heard that.
Yeah.
Not on
That's what we
TikTok.
gotta do. You guys gotta start just posting TikTok singing your favorite brands.
Well,
What's my
I
favorite
actually
brand?
was watching today, like, I was scrolling and a live came up and it was Dogface from
yeah.
here. And there was a lady, like, got on there with him and her brother was in the car. He's like, hey, let me talk to him. And he's like, hey, dude, like, so did you just, like, happen to make that video and then you just went viral? And he's like, no, like, I had been doing TikTok for over a year
Yeah.
and just posting shit all the time. And then that one just
Yeah.
hit. So I'm like,
Like he was already pretty popular around here. Like I already
Really?
I had known
Oh.
about him. Like he would post videos like dancing at the. He worked at that warehouse, the Spud House,
oh, yeah. Mm-hmm.
and he would like be dancing with or where they were stacking and stuff. So like I knew about him.
Have you seen Cort's TikToks?
Oh no.
No.
I don't
Mom's
have.
calling.
Oh, my
Put her on
mother
the
is
pod.
calling.
Put her on the
Put her on-
pod.
Should I call?
Put
Should I
her on
answer
the
real
pod.
quick?
There was just a video.
Hello.
Speaker.
Oh, I'm on the podcast right now.
dinner's
Sorry.
ready. Too late.
But thank you for making dinner. Love you very much. Bye. Dang, I'm missing dinner. Do you know what it was today?
Chicken pot pie.
No, it
Zito.
was mac and cheese with like
Hot dogs.
no.
Ooh, I love
beef.
what mom
I can't
makes.
think of it. Like
Barbecue.
it was like with,
Chili?
no, not. I don't know. It was like so. It came in like a
The Chick-fil-A sauce.
no.
Ooh, I love that stuff.
Spam.
No, beef. It was beef, but I don't know what it was exactly. It was like
A
frozen.
mystery meat.
And we like cooked
chipped
it.
beef on
Hot
toast.
dog.
Yeah.
That's fucking
Okay,
gross.
before we get
Have you
to
guys ever seen that chipped beef on toast? It looks like barf.
Oh. What
Yeah,
is
look
it
it
called?
up.
Chipped?
Chipped beef. I think it's a
Oh,
British
yeah, it
thing.
comes in like
So we were just wait before we move on too far. I was just thinking about this. We were talking about the Dr. Pepper theme. Okay, shouts out Leisure Time. They have I love their little jingle for your quality time. Leisure time for your quality time. Leisure time. Go buy a hot tub.
Maybe we should start a quartet.
Yeah. Yeah, that was pretty good. That was
Free advertising from Roddy
Yeah,
TV.
yeah.
Come on,
That's the
Leisure
best.
Time.
That's one of the best ones. Yeah.
Or what's
how big is your TV? Fucking Merlin's TV.
Oh,
What about
yeah.
O'Reilly's?
Yeah.
O'Reilly. Auto parts.
Y'all watch TV too much, listen to too much radio.
Radio.
I have very short memories, so I don't remember.
You don't know any of these?
This is just from us growing
I've
up in
heard it.
Idaho.
It sounds familiar, but I just
When did you move here?
when I was 9, like here to
so
Idaho.
you would have been exposed to it. So
Yeah, I know. I've heard
Where
all
did
of
you
them
move from?
from Mexico.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
What part of Mexico?
Jalisco.
Oh, that's where my family's from.
Oh my god.
What? You guys get the DNA test. It's like you're half cousin.
And we're like,
Or 13 cousins.
and I know, like, because we're right on the coast.
Mhm.
On that side, we're like, it's closer to Spain. So,
Yeah.
like,
Oh.
that's where they landed.
And then
Mm-hmm. Yeah.
I have ancestors from Spain. I love like genealogy stuff and like learning about my family history. And one of my ancestors, Spain was the Iberian Peninsula was like taken over during a Muslim conquest. And so one of my ancestors is Spanish royalty who was wed to one of the Muslim kings.
No.
And his name was King Muhammad. Yeah.
Wow.
Yeah. Isn't that crazy? Anyway,
Yeah.
King Cort.
King Cort.
That's.
Yeah.
I always say, like, I wanted to do the DNA test for a long time, and I always tell people, like, I know that I'm Spanish, but I am, like, certain that I am Italian as well. Because my mom has the double name of, like, one of their big cities, and so her last name's Brambilla, but in Italy, that town is Brambilla with 2 L's. So, yeah, they just dropped 1 L. And, yeah.
I'm
and-
mostly Swedish.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Like the fish?
Like the fish.
We actually,
That's my favorite.
my family, we don't know partially because my dad, his last name is Lamardi, but it was like a made up last name.
What?
Yeah, so I think it's like great grandfather, he just like abandoned whatever life he had and then like made up a last name. And so they don't know like where he came from or any of his family. It just
Okay.
like.
It's French for the Marty. La Marty.
Maybe that's
I'm just
how he
making
got
sure.
it.
I'm just
Maybe that's
making
how he
sure.
got it, Cortland. But
That's
yeah.
cool.
He just
So
liked
my
the name
fa- it's
Marty,
like-
and he's like, I want to be the Marty.
The Marty.
So it kind of just stops with him. Like, we don't
Interesting.
know.
Oh, that's way cool.
Yeah.
Yeah.
That was my what is it, goal in 2025 was to travel to Italy,
Did you go?
and I didn't.
Oh.
Everything, like, my life is just such a mess in 2025.
It's probably hard as a business owner.
It is,
mom.
but yes, that's the 2 things stopping me. Like, I've been a resident for 2 years, 2.5 years, and I can go out of the country now. And I've been here for 25 years, almost 26
Yeah.
years, and I haven't been able to leave. And now that I can legally, I can't because I'm stuck here at work. So
Dang.
I know.
That sucks.
I need to get some employees that will take over for me.
I'll try and pretend to be the boss for you.
Yeah.
No smoking weed behind the...
Well, speaking of, like, our, how we're made up, we were talking about our,
Oh, I see what you're doing.
like our last
this-
transition.
Yeah.
Yeah, we're
Segue.
talking about
Yeah.
settle transition. We were talking about our, how each person is made up of, like, emotionally and mentally, of different attachment styles, and we thought it would be a great episode to talk about. And I mean, you seem to know some stuff about it, and I know you're very well educated on it. And
Absolutely.
I've never been I've never gone to counseling or anything for it, but I've had to learn about it just to protect myself from, like, relationships that I've been in, and to help myself understand them better. Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
Let's talk about it.
Yeah.
For anybody that's not aware, I don't know if you guys have heard, there's 4 different types of attachments, right?
Yeah.
There's secure and anxious, There's avoidant, and there's 2 types of avoidant: fearful avoidant and dismissive avoidance.
Oh, I didn't know.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What is dismissive avoidant?
it's a little bit more
I didn't know.
We just looked at it.
I didn't
Yeah.
know either.
Should
like
we
they're a little bit more.
Look it up, Cort.
dismissive?
Well, it's a little bit more like extreme, right?
No,
Really?
the fearful's on the furthest end of
Yeah?
extreme.
Oh, shoot. I don't know anyone who's that.
My goodness,
Can you take
You're
a call?
popular.
I might have
We're just
to.
answering all the calls tonight.
Answer it all.
Yeah.
This is not going to be a good one because hold on. Can we pause?
Baby daddy.
Yes.
Pause.
But
Okay,
anyway.
And we're
back
back.
to the...
And we're
yeah,
back from
And
our
we're
short
back.
commercial break.
So as we were saying, there's 4 different types of attachment styles. We have secure attachment, anxious attachment, dismissive avoidant, and fearful avoidant. And I know that from personal experience, I've gotten to know myself, and I used to be a very anxious attachment, which is like, it's not good. It's not good. I want to be close to somebody. I'm very scared to be abandoned, right? Yeah, so I'm very scared to be abandoned. So when I don't get a text back or a reply, or they don't answer the phone, or somebody doesn't show up consistently in my life, it scares me, and I get anxious, anxiety, and I freak out.
And not to get too deep, but a lot of this theory is based around how
You were raised.
you were raised.
Yes.
How your parental figures or caregivers or whatever, how they showed up in your life. And
Yes.
what would somebody with an anxious attachment style, what would have been the experience that they had growing up to lead them
Yeah.
to having that style?
The main thing is being abandoned by either emotionally or physically.
Or
by their
literally?
yeah. So I know that emotionally I dealt with a lot growing up. I wasn't allowed to talk about my feelings. They were very dismissed. My dad left when I was young to the United States to work, and we were in Mexico for a long time. And my mom was very abusive. So I felt abandoned by my dad for a long time. And then when he did come back and we were all together, it was really hard because he just wanted to do whatever my mom, he was pretty much forced to do whatever my mom said. So my mom is also she has schizophrenia. It's psychosis. It's a type of schizophrenia. So she was very abusive. And my dad just needed to please her in every way possible. So he basically abandoned us emotionally and never showed up for us, and that can also cause an avoidant attachment as well, because avoidants are very scared to talk about their feelings, and they're scared to be abandoned as well, right?
Yeah, I was gonna say, I think all
Yeah.
the attachments kind of
It's
stem
just the
from
way-
some sort of abandonment.
Yeah, but
Well-
it's just the way you, you can be an asshole, or you can be super kind because of the way you were treated,
Yeah, my understanding, and I could be wrong, of the avoidant type is that they push away.
Yeah, absolutely.
And so they fear
Too much closeness.
too much closeness, or they fear what's the word, commitment kind of.
Yes.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So what's everybody's thing?
What's my thing?
Yeah, what's your...
I'm apparently the most extreme. No, I'm just kidding. I'm fearful avoidant, or also called anxious avoidant. And so that's where
Is that a double whammy? That's
Yeah.
where you got
kind
both
of.
of
I
them?
mean,
It is.
it's complicated, right? So basically,
It's complicated.
it's where it's the complicated type. So it's where you want closeness, but then when you have it, you push
run away.
away.
It's too much for you?
So
Yeah.
you simultaneously
Oh,
really
dang.
want intimacy, But then when you start
gets
having
scary.
it, you're like, oh shit.
It gets
and you
scary.
like, you're like, yeah. And that's when you had a caregiver growing up, or a parental figure, whatever you want to say, who was simultaneously, like, at times a source of comfort, and then at other times a source of fear.
Okay.
And so that's
Oh, so
why
you
you
never
kind
knew
of
what-
develop both. It's like you're afraid of that abandonment, but you're also afraid of that betrayal. You know what I mean? So it's like you're also afraid of closeness because that pendulum that swings back and forth.
Right.
It's like you feel like you can't rely on people. That's definitely showed up in my life. And I mean, I think it's even like, to get really deep, I think it's even like shown up in like my feelings about God.
Really?
Okay.
Yeah. Like if I'm super, super serious, this has taken a lot for me to admit, but I think part of the reason why it's been so hard for me to have like spiritual experiences, so to speak, it goes beyond just like me being intellectually an atheist. I think emotionally I've been unavailable to have those experiences, like, if that makes sense. Like, I'm not saying that I believe in God, but I'm saying like people who have those experiences are more likely to believe in God. And I push, like when I start feeling that closeness, like
You don't want to.
when because like, what is God?
It's
the
too
ultimate
scary,
parental figure, you know?
Right.
Yeah. Yeah, sorry to
Yeah.
like go super.
No, we go
Let's
deep
analyze.
today.
Yeah,
Yeah.
let's analyze
It's
Cort.
that deep today.
Yeah.
So what's your style, Roddy? I don't know.
I have no idea.
Oh, okay. See, I'm kind of in the same boat.
I don't understand any of this.
I think I'm pretty. I think before we started,
You understand.
but based on what you guys said, I feel like I'm pretty. What's the normal?
Secure.
I'm pretty secure, but I probably lean a little bit. I probably have some anxiety
Yeah.
type
Yeah.
stuff,
I see.
I'm anxious.
but I think that comes from my divorce. I think because that was like. So now I'm afraid, like, oh shoot, that could happen to me again.
Yeah.
Because I got hurt really bad. So I think that's probably where a little bit of the anxiety comes in. But for the most part, I think I'm pretty secure.
So before you got that divorce, were you less anxious?
Well, I mean, I was anxious, not about relationships, but about just things.
Life.
Like, I kind of overthinker sometimes. I think I would just have anxieties about regular stuff. But as far as, like, relationships, no.
So, like,
I didn't have anxieties about relationships.
let me give you a scenario. Like, let's say you're in a relationship and somebody gets mad at you. Like, you do something that upset the other person. Do you confront the person and say, hey, I messed up, I apologize? Or, like, what can I do to make it feel better? Or do you feel like you're in trouble and you have to hide and you have to walk, like, you have to...
If I'm the one that messed up, I instantly apologize.
You
for the most
instantly
part,
apologize?
right?
Oh,
Yeah.
In my experience,
Or if they're mad at you, do
Now,
you
if-
chase? Do you chase and like seek validation, or do you prefer space?
Wait, explain that again.
Like
so,
if they
it's
did something to upset you.
Oh, I think I just kind of let it go a little bit until she like tells me what's wrong, and then I say something
Okay.
because I don't want to burden her with it. But I'm okay coming to her if it was my fault. But then if it was something that she did to annoy me, I don't come out with it.
You'll address
Eventually,
it, but not, but you won't
eventually I
bring it up
will.
yourself.
But
Yeah, you like make me. I'm like, Cole, tell me, Cole. I know something's wrong, and then like eventually,
that's if you do something. But if it's my
Yeah.
fault, then I come out really quick because it's like, oh,
Yeah.
it's my responsibility to do that.
but I think you just don't want to make me feel bad.
Yeah.
We like accountability
Yeah.
because I feel like avoidance it's hard for them to take accountability for the most part.
So based off what I said, what would you say?
I would say you're more anxious. Yeah,
that's what I was
right.
thinking.
Secure, anxious, yeah.
Secure, anxious. Yeah.
yeah.
That's what I thought.
I definitely was more anxious for the longest time. I remember my first relationship. I mean, as soon as I didn't get a text back or he didn't answer calls, I would be star 67. If I could go walk by his house, if I could be friends with his family, however I could like put myself in his life to get his attention, like I would do all that crazy stuff to be back in his life. And that was like with a lot of relationships that I dealt with in the past. But I think with like my ex-husband, with my kids, I've started becoming a lot more secure.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and because there was no cheating, and there was he was definitely an avoidant, and I didn't know this until after my divorce. When I started dating, I dated somebody that was more anxious than I was, so I became avoidant for sure.
Because they like needed a lot of reassurance.
Yes.
And you were like,
Yes.
that was like burning you out, kind of thing.
Yes.
So Tabitha, what are you?
I don't know.
You're pretty secure.
All right.
Yeah, I
You think so?
You guys are just both normal.
Normal,
I think
yeah.
by the time, because I mean, it felt like a long time as a Mormon, because I was like, we got married when I was 25, and like I was about to graduate college, and so then it's like, oh, I've like lost like all this time, and so by the time I like started dating Cole, I just did not give a shit. I was like, okay, I know what I want. If you're just gonna waffle around, I don't give a shit. Get out of here.
Yeah.
I mean, I didn't say that, but that's what I was feeling.
Yeah, but you made it clear.
So when we were dating, which maybe it was too soon, but I think part of it was like that I was Mormon, and so it felt like things felt rushed. I think. And so like I remember talking to him, and I was like, "Okay, you need to decide, because I know what I want. So you figure out what you want, and then if you want to put a label on it or not, otherwise, bye." So, and of course,
You seem really secure to me, which is
why? That's good.
like, I don't know how much you want to talk about this on a podcast, but like knowing what I know about your like history, that's like a little surprising. Like,
yeah, I think I'm surprised by that too. Like sometimes, like talking like with a therapist, I'm like, damn, I could have been like way crazy.
Yeah,
I could have been like one crazy bitch.
But hey,
you're
like,
very self-assured.
but now you're
Therapy
only
is
that.
great.
Now you're only crazy on stage. Come see Zap Pack.
No,
Tabitha
therapy
brings
is
it
good.
on stage.
Yeah,
Therapy is good.
I'm glad, because a lot of people think that only crazy people have to go there. It's like, no, what do we talk about this all the time? Us people that have to deal with crazy people are the ones going to therapy instead of the crazy people that need it.
Yeah.
So to be able
I'm
to
probably
deal
in the latter category, to be honest. Yeah.
I don't know. Sometimes I feel like I don't have enough to talk about in therapy. I'm like, oh, do I still need to go? I don't know.
So, and then sometimes like that's when you like know that you got to step back a little bit and be like, I'm okay right now, but I'll still come back,
Yeah.
If you need it.
Yeah.
Or maybe like go once a month instead of every 2 weeks.
Yeah.
Or whatever.
Yeah.
I've been thinking about that. Because it's like, if I don't have anything to, like, if nothing happens, then like, what am I going to talk about?
I wish that was my life. Every time I go to my therapist, I haven't been in like a year, but every time it was a new episode. Every time. We have an hour and a half, honey. It's an hour and 15 minutes already. You need to wrap it up.
Yeah, I think when I first started going and like going through like all the history and stuff, it was a lot. But now it's like
childhood trauma.
Yeah, now there's times I'm like, I don't really know what to talk about.
Yeah.
So
yeah.
So what's your style, Shannon?
I'm definitely an anxious, but we've been in counseling for a while now, so we're on the more secure side
That's
than
good.
we've been.
Nice.
Yeah.
It's weird. They tell you, though, once you start trying to heal some of that, I've found myself being avoidant to some things, and she's like, you'll kind of teeter between before you find the happy medium.
Oh, okay.
But I don't know. It's an experience healing some of that for sure.
Yeah. Yeah, no, it's scary. I mean, it's scary. And as like anxious attachments, I feel like we're very we're more understanding, and we make excuses for avoidance as well.
It's definitely the goal of an anxious.
Yeah, like we want to fix them. We want to heal. We want to heal them.
Yeah.
We want to be there, like, because nobody else has taken the time to understand them. So we want to be the saviors, huh?
Yeah.
And I find myself doing that. I find myself doing that all the time.
No, that's what I'm saying. I think, I think a little bit, well, for the most part secure, but yeah.
No, what I was going to say, or were you about to say something? Okay.
I was going to say, Cort is amazing.
Oh. What I was going to say is, like, how self-compassion is like super important in the healing process, but how that's super difficult for people who have never had love modeled in a healthy way. How do you approach yourself with love when you've never seen it modeled healthily in your like personal life? And so like with me, the thing that I really struggle with self-compassion, like I really have like a lot of, well, I'm doing a lot better now, but historically I've really struggled with like a lot of self-loathing and like feelings of unworthiness. I don't know. Have you guys ever heard of the schema therapy?
Nope.
It's super cool because like you can take these tests and it will tell you like your schemas. Schemas are like patterns of how you see the world and your relationship to the world. And I have two schemas that like really seem to contradict each other, and it's brutal. And one of the schemas is that I have unrelenting standards for myself. And then the other one is I have insufficient self-control. So when you
goes
have,
with attachment though,
yeah,
because you're like a little bit of both.
Yeah, exactly. And so, long story short, that's all to say, the way that I was able to access that self-compassion was remembering my childhood self and what I went through and why I have the attachment style I have. And like showing up for that person is a lot easier for me than showing up for like this person, if that makes sense. And it's becoming easier to show up for this person. But if I think of like little Cort, it's like, oh, I want the best for little Cort.
Yeah.
Does that make sense what I'm saying? So like, I don't know if I'm secure now. Like, I think that I still sometimes teeter on the fearful avoidant spectrum, but like, mostly I would say I'm secure. I would say now mostly.
You're
I feel
more
like
secure now, than the past.
But then certain things I think can like trigger.
Yes.
Yeah, no, definitely is product of your environment and people you surround yourself with for sure.
Yeah, because I mean, the last time I was with an avoidant, I thought, so the avoidants usually show up very secure in the beginning of the relationship. And so that's really hard for us anxious people because they meet your needs and everything you want, you know, in the beginning, and then all of a sudden they start like slowly
distancing themselves.
Themselves, and then it triggers that anxious, like, oh my gosh, I'm being
shoot,
like,
what am I doing wrong? What am I doing wrong?
Yes. And so we start being more like proactive as like, what did I do wrong? Like, what can I do? What can I do to fix it? Like,
I'll change myself to make this.
What did I do wrong? Exactly. But like once I figured out like, okay, the avoidant, like they don't like to talk about their feelings. Like I was in a relationship for 7 months and broke it off. Never said I love you in 7 months. I knew that he loved me, right? But I was also like, if I say it, is it gonna make him like leave? Is he gonna like, you know, walk away from me? Because he was so about like, we don't talk about feelings. Like love is for nerds, you know, like.
Kind of is.
We're figuring out his.
I'm a nerd all the way then.
Yeah, and then until I started like reading about it while I was broken up from the relationship, I learned like, and they also seem very, what's the word, narcissist?
Absolutely.
And they're not. It's just the way that they heal them. Yeah, the way that they cope with the situation. It's not that they're necessarily a narcissist. It doesn't mean they're not. But for the most part, they're not narcissists. It's just the way that they're able to cope with the situation.
Is by creating distance.
Yeah.
That makes sense.
Yeah.
That's interesting that you bring up that they can appear like narcissists. I feel like, here, I'll hold it closer. I feel like, in my experience, fearful avoidant sometimes gets mistaken for BPD, for borderline personality disorder. Because they can have that like fluctuation.
Yeah.
Like, because with BPD, like, there's that fluctuation that can happen where like your opinions of people or institutions can like really change. And because there's that aspect of being like fearful and also being avoidant, they can also kind of fluctuate. And so I think sometimes people with a fearful avoidant attachment style get misdiagnosed with that, and vice versa. But
I actually had a roommate with BPD.
really,
It was, well, she didn't tell us at first. And it had been like, we'd been roommates for a while. And when she was like fine, she was super cool. But it was like these crazy up and downs.
fluctuations.
Yeah.
Did I meet her?
No.
Oh, okay.
That's, Brennan.
Oh.
That's, yeah. Anyway. So, and she dated my friend. But anyway, it was just constant, like up and down, and like you never knew. And then she was also like, she also had like ADHD, but she wasn't good about taking her medication. So she'd get behind in school, and then she would like take her meds and like stay up for like 2 days because she would take a bunch, and then she would like
that's
sleep.
not how it works. No. I'm saying that's not how you medicate.
No, yeah.
Yeah.
And so she would do that and then like get a bunch of stuff done and then like sleep for like 3 days, and we'd be like, what's going on? And then she would like just like turn up and she'd be like, hey guys. And then she would also like decide randomly that she would be like really angry with like some of the roommates and like get into like a screaming match.
For no reason.
Yeah, like I remember sitting outside my apartment for like hours once doing my homework because she was like just screaming to like, it wasn't even at her, it was like to this other friend who I think was also like, she was crazy too. Because they would like feed off of each other. It was like so bad. So they would just like, and like, so they would just say the exact things to like really make each other get like so fired up. Like it was crazy. And then she started dating my friend, and then they broke up because she was like, she started talking to her ex who was like abusive, and then she told my friend, oh wait, no, this was before he found this out. So like they got into like a little fight about something, and she was like, okay, well, we're broken up. And then like he was like, well, she always says that, so I'm just gonna like act like normal and see what she does. And so they
until
like,
she gets back, and
so they were, hanging out, and like it was like the same. And then because of that, she started talking to her ex, and then he found out, and then they like broke up, and then he blocked her on everything because she was like insane. And then she texted me, and she was like, tell him that I'm pregnant. And like we didn't believe her because like, come
You just
on,
thought it was
she's like
a
lied a
way
bunch.
to get him back.
And then years later, she was.
Oh snap!
So it was, it was
Well, it was
actually
one of
I
those.
don't block people.
That's why you don't block people.
Yeah.
Oh, I block people.
Well, I mean, she sent it
As a
to me
fearful
on
avoidant would.
Snapchat. But I was also like, what? They're having sex? Because we were at BYUI, and you just assumed that like no one's having sex.
Yeah, but like that's literally the one thing that every couple that breaks up, that's the manipulation.
Yeah, like,
that
oh,
they
I'm
use.
pregnant.
Yeah.
Like,
Yeah, I remember what
and
my
then she
second,
had like, it was like almost impossible for her to get pregnant too. So he was just like, there's no way.
There was skepticism there. What were you going to say?
Oh,
You remember
I was
in
just
your...
saying, my second relationship, I was in my second boyfriend in high school. He dated some girl, and they had been broken up for months. And when me and him started dating, and she found out about me, she came back and was like, I'm pregnant. So he had to break up with me. And it really wasn't. She wasn't pregnant. She just wanted us to break up because he didn't want to see him happy. But yeah, there was like...
Yeah. So in a surprise twist, it was real.
Oh.
And he does have a kid.
Wow.
Which has also been, I think, really crazy for him.
I bet.
But, yeah.
It's crazy enough to deal with, like, normal divorces or normal, like, people you have kids with. I can't imagine having an ex that has that type of disability.
Yeah, well, she, like, because he has primary custody, but she tried to like kidnap his kid.
Oh my gosh.
But he's on a military base, so it's like, you're one dumb bitch. Like,
Good luck.
come on, like on a military base. But anyway, that didn't work. So you know.
Wow, that's crazy.
Yeah.
Some people just, yeah.
Can we go back to how you figured out about little you? That's
Yeah. How I figured that out?
Yeah.
Therapy.
Therapy.
But
okay.
so there's this therapeutic modality called IFS. It's called internal family systems.
Okay.
Have you guys heard of that at all?
Mm-mm.
So I've done a lot of therapy because, I've
That's
needed
good.
it. And in IFS, you like treat like your different modes of thinking as like different parts. And like you approach them with a lot of compassion and understanding because you understand like that's what you needed to do to survive. Like, if that makes sense. Like a lot of our stuff that like doesn't work as adults worked when we were kids. And so that's why we did it. And now like, so anyway, we were doing one of those sessions where we were focusing on one of the parts, and like a lot of it is like you're like focusing on like what is this part trying to do for you? What is this anyway? And pretty soon I was just like, wow, like little Cort me,
Yeah.
little me was denied some like healthy things that
Basic.
yeah. But so I from that I learned like that I'm going to try to give myself like stable, positive self-regard, and that I don't need to get that from other people. And then also from that I learned like, this is going to seem super random, but like one of the things that child me didn't get a lot of was like play. And I think like
You had to grow up really fast.
adults need play too. Like we treat play like it's just for kids, but like I think it's really important that you access like that side of things too. And so like, so I've been trying to find like, what does play look like for me now that I'm an adult?
Yeah.
It's teasing Cole and being like,
I ask because when I like refer to little me, people look at me like I'm so crazy, and I'm like, I guess you just have to be in therapy to understand that. But there's a time like it was so rough, and I was just trying to get through some of it, and my therapist was like, carry around a picture of you when you're little and remind you. So I put one in my car. That's where I usually spend most of my sad days, just driving around. And when I beat myself up, I always had that reminder, like why I was fighting and why I was responding the way I was, because you can beat yourself up pretty good. You don't realize why you're responding that way, and it comes out not very mature sometimes. And it's just like, there's a little girl in there that like had to respond in certain ways and was fighting in there. So
I used to be a teacher, and I think I was in Pocatello, and so I saw a lot of kids just in like high trauma, high poverty. And I think as like adults, we forget that like things are just, one, it's harder when you're a kid because you just don't have the skills that you do as an adult. You don't have, the like mental execution to do stuff. But I think there's a lot of kids, I saw a lot of kids who it's like they were doing the best with what they did. And I think for like me as a kid, I was doing what I knew what to do. And I think that's what a lot of us did. We just did what we knew how to. And it's hard to know really what to do when like you're just a kid. Like how do you know when someone isn't there to tell you? Or like if you have religion to tell you, or if you have like certain things, it's like that's what you're gonna do.
Right.
You know what's really crazy to do is when you start doing that for other people. Like what I mean by that is, I was looking at my dad the other day. We were having a conversation, and I was just like, he's just a boy. he's just a hurt boy, a hurt little
Well,
kid.
it'll get you in trouble though.
Yeah,
I feel like as an anxious, like that's how we always view everybody.
Like you have that compassion already.
Like this.
See, I wasn't accessing that compassion for my dad, and so that actually freed up a lot of space inside of me to like have compassion for my dad. Was like, because like his childhood was super tumultuous. His childhood was worse than mine, and like, you know. But you know, there's a saying that I like. My friend Bree is the one who told us me. She probably took it from somewhere else. It's hurt people, but healed people, heal people. Or healing people, heal people. Because, I mean, healed, like, when are you ever healed? But, yeah, I like that. So.
Yeah. Yeah, no, that's a good way to put it. I mean, I know, knowing what I know, I'm very compassionate with a lot, and I instantly pick up on people's attachments now. It took a long time, and instead of me being like holding him accountable for what they're doing, I'll try to be like, well, they're just doing it because of this, and I'm gonna show up. I have to go in and Google, like, how do I show up for this person when they're hurting me? Like, instead of being like, you know what, take your space, leave me alone, like, you've hurt me. Instead, I'm like, okay, how can I heal them? Like, I have to be like, okay, you're not in trouble. Okay, talk to me. It's okay. I'm not going to be mad at you. Just tell me why you're showing up the way you are. Yeah. And that's so hard when people refuse to communicate back. Yeah. You know, because I did date somebody that was an avoidant, really bad avoidant, but he was great at communicating. So that it was like such a mix, you know, dealing with that. And after I figured it out that he was an avoidant and studied it, I would send him clips of like, hey, and he was like, wow, you're so right. And he was able to work on it. But when there's people that don't know how to work on it or refuse to work on it, like, that makes it really hard. So yeah.
Sometimes I think you got to burn the bridge, though. Like, I think sometimes, like, there's certain non-negotiables for me. Like, if somebody's abusive,
oh yeah, absolutely,
burn that bridge. Like,
abusive or cheating, like, those are two things I refuse to
go through.
No, absolutely. Cheating is not a thing that I will deal with.
Yeah,
or
and even
abusive.
just like mistreatment, that's like a pattern. Like, eventually, I'm like gonna burn that bridge. Like, and I don't know, maybe that's because I'm a fearful avoidant.
Yeah, I was gonna say that's easy for somebody who can detach and anxious. It's like, we'll just keep making the excuses, and like she was saying, we'll just dig deeper and like the respond. We're known for being the ones that want to study it. We're the ones that are going to be reading the books and trying to figure out
learning about it,
the pieces. So we do get caught up in making the excuses for people, and I do think it's hard. I've been in a few relationships, and because I'm an anxious, I attract the avoidance. And
that makes sense.
Yeah. It's weird to see how people show up and respond, but yeah, I don't know. It's different for sure.
Should I give an update? I got the number. This is who I got the number of. But because of circumstances, we're just gonna be friends.
Best friends.
We're gonna be.
You're best friends now?
We are.
Okay,
like,
you're
we're planning on like nature walks. It's gonna be great. No,
you're the coolest avoidant attachment style I've ever met.
That's awesome.
I would give you a chance before I give anyebody else, because you don't find that. Seriously, you don't find, and that's
somebody that's working on it, right?
Yeah, no,
because avoidants don't.
That's why I was so intrigued when you talked about it, because I was like, wait, what the heck? There's a fearful avoidant that cares to work on and stuff, because most.
I think it's because I hit rock bottom.
They're so
what
scared.
Is rock bottom?
Yeah.
Like I spent 23 days in the hospital rock bottom. Like, that was rock bottom. Like, and that wasn't that long ago, but yeah. And I just did so much work while I was there. So when I say like I'm one of those who needs therapy, I'm like being sincere. Yeah.
No.
So,
but I'm glad you recognize it, because there's people that don't or refuse to recognize it. They don't want to. They don't want to fix it. They don't want to get better. They're okay living the way that they're living, you know?
And I had these guys visit me. It was great. So
We're supporting Cort.
Yeah.
Yeah.
All the way through.
Yeah, I think it's important to like try to destigmatize that stuff because like there's a lot of stigma around that, and like because I had access to that help, like I'm still here and like having this great conversation, meeting cool people. I'm doing way better.
Good.
So yeah.
It's nice. It's nice to get around and listen to other people's attachment styles too. How they respond.
Yeah.
Do you think that like being in the church affected your like attachment style?
I think it affected my feelings of unworthiness.
Absolutely.
So like I struggle with perfection, and I think a lot of times when you struggle with perfectionism,
You're so hard on yourself?
yeah, I think a lot of the times it's because when you were young, you were taught that to be perfect or to be loved required you to be perfect.
Yes.
And to not be perfect meant to not be loved.
Yeah.
And like having more approval when I was exceptional and having to be exceptional in order to have like interest from one of my parents definitely made me develop some perfectionistic tendencies. But like anything, like it's what you did to survive, right? Like it's like and sometimes it serves me well sometimes, but like with the church, I feel like you give somebody who has like perfectionistic tendencies and like some OCD like access to the LDS church, and they're gonna like go down a dark path, like where they're just gonna feel so unworthy and so much guilt and so much self-loathing, and for basic like human things, like for things that are like just part of the human experience, like, oh, you told like a little white lie. Oh my gosh. I remember.
I grew up Catholic and I grew up the same way.
Oh, that Catholic guilt can be real. Yeah.
Because I thought my mom could read my mind. That's how like bad it was.
Yeah.
Like I couldn't lie, even a white lie. Like I could not lie or anything because I thought like I was gonna get in trouble and God was gonna punish me.
Me too.
That's what I was told my whole life. Like God's gonna punish you. Yeah.
I remember the first time we were on the school bus. I was probably like 7th, 8th grade, and like this girl let me touch her boobs.
On the school bus, the wheels on the bus go round and round.
And like after that, like I was like praying and shit, and like, oh, please don't let anyone find out, and please forgive me. Like I won't do that shit again. Next thing I know, I was fucking jerking off to the thought of it. So it's like it didn't last, but I did feel really guilty about it. And it's like you shouldn't feel guilty about it. Like, why would you feel guilty? Why would you feel guilty about, like you said, human experiences, things that happen to you, you know, when you're growing up anyway?
Yeah.
But
I think a big part of it, and especially like serving a mission, is that like, because in the Mormon church, and I'm sure it's like similar in the Catholic church, it's like you don't get God's grace until after all you can do. But it's like
that's
you
like
can
a specific LDS scripture.
Yes.
Yeah.
But it's like there's always more you can do. Like you can never. So it's like even in the pursuit of perfection, like you can't even be near perfect.
Right.
So it's like, and then as a missionary as well, it's also like if you're not successful, like your success is gauged by your worthiness. And I remember talking to my mission president about this because I was like, I'm literally like doing everything I can. Why don't I have any success? Like, why aren't people getting baptized? Which, good for me now because I left. But at the time, you know, it was like, what? Like, I literally can't do enough. Or I remember having a companion who told me that, like, there was this other sister who was really awesome. She was really nice. And she said about that sister, she was like, I've never met a missionary more obedient. And I remember thinking like,
oh, so you're
like,
not good
I try
enough.
so hard to be like by the book. And yet I'm not even like near
close
this person. So I think there was a lot of that. And I think just being like a woman in the LDS church is also a big part of it.
That's its whole other thing.
Yeah.
So I think it felt like, which I don't know if you felt like this. How old were you when you left?
Well, it's complicated. Like when I was in high school, I went through a little dalliance with atheism. And then I was super unhappy because like my worldview was deconstructed, but then I didn't reconstruct with anything, and so it wasn't healthy. And so I came back to the church, and then I went to BYU Provo, and I was like, oh, like all those things that made me doubt before, I'm gonna like reinvestigate those things. Like within an afternoon, I was like, yeah, the church is totally false. Yeah. No offense. Like,
did you get your records removed?
No, I haven't got my record. Like, to me, that's unnecessary because, like, I don't care if they have a piece of paper.
I don't know. They use it nefariously.
They do, but, like, here's the thing. Like, my mom is devout and, like, believes, but she's very, like, nuanced and actually very cool. But, like, it feels like it would just unnecessarily hurt my mom because, like, from her perspective, that's me basically saying, like,
I'm out.
In the next life, I don't want to be with you.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah,
and it's like because the LDS Church teaches that
which you want it anyway, though,
and it's it's not changing anything.
Right,
it's
like
not
for me, it's not changing anything. Yeah, it's just a piece of paper in some room somewhere that some old man checks.
Yeah, but her up here, it would.
Yeah, so I'm like, I don't want to hurt my mom.
It's meaningful to her. Yeah. No, that makes sense. Yeah. Did you grow up LDS?
Mm-mm.
No.
Yeah.
Did you grow up with any religion?
Yeah, Baptist.
Okay.
Yeah, I've seen your posts.
You were what?
Baptist.
Oh, okay.
Are you?
What kind?
Would you say you're just Christian now?
Yeah.
What kind of Baptist were you?
What's that?
What kind of Baptist?
Was there like a specific type of Baptist?
No, we just went to like Calvary Chapel.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
Oh, I forget. Wait, are you from here?
Yeah.
Okay, Baptist is like different out here.
Okay.
I served my mission in Tennessee, and there's like big differences. There's like there's a spectrum,
here,
but like here it's like
there's not that much Baptist.
I think here
anywhere
it's
down
just
south,
like
Baptists are straight up like fanatics almost. Like,
well, you have like holy rollers, which are like very like
Pentecostal.
Oh wait,
that's what Pentecostal
no.
is.
But there's a similar thing for like Baptist, where you have like very conservative and like very like modestly dressed, and then you have like another end where it's more like
loose rules,
like non-denominational,
more like a non-denominational church.
Yeah, I would say we're definitely more in the
so. And I think outside of the South, it's more like that.
Yeah,
interesting.
There isn't that spectrum as much.
I tried to make Christianity work for a bit. Like, I mean, not that Mormons aren't Christian. Like, I don't want to get in that whole debate, but like for a bit there, like I was in Colorado and I was going to like this mountain church, like this Bible church, and it was like interesting and stuff. But then when the preacher basically said my family was going to hell because they're LDS, I was like, oh, okay. I'm out.
Yeah.
So, but hey, like I said, I've been like exploring Hinduism lately, which has been really cool. Yeah.
I think for maybe a few months after I left, I was like, oh, I'll always be Christian. I remember telling my friend that.
Yeah.
And then like one day I was just like, why do I believe in Jesus?
Yeah.
And then I was like, I don't know. And then it kind of just, I think it was easy once I deconstructed the Mormon church to like deconstruct that, you know?
Yeah. I have nothing against people who believe. Like I as long as you're like not an asshole and you're not like bigoted and or you're like
what is that? Like when they're like think that you're they think you're less than them.
Oh, like self-righteous.
Yeah, I guess.
Like condescending towards them.
No, there's still another word. Like there's another word.
Holier than thou.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, and they just think of you of like they're just so judgmental. That's the word I was thinking about.
Yeah, that's definitely judgmental. They'll tell some of their whole families are going to hell just because of one thing.
Yeah, I was like, shit, so wow, like we've been having lunch together and stuff, and you're telling me my mom's going to hell. Good luck. But you think I'm closer to you than my mom? Yeah, it's crazy.
Yeah. I mean, Mormon hell, not that bad though.
Yeah, Mormon hell. Well, depends if it's outer darkness.
Yeah, but I couldn't go to outer darkness because I can't be a son of perdition.
Right. It's a whole
thing.
But I do think Son of Perdition would make a great name for like a metal band.
That would be like a cheesy ass metal band.
Son of Perdition.
I know it would be bad already.
I grew up with the Mormon girls in high school, and I went to camp with them.
Oh, did you?
And I think they like stopped talking to me because I started talking to a boy and I don't have virgin lips no more.
Because you kissed?
Yeah.
What?
Wait, how old were you?
I was like 16.
Damn.
Yeah.
Those were some strict
Those were the camp stuff that video showed us where you ate shit off that mudslide?
Yeah.
What?
That was like...
Slide?
Yeah, like sliding down
It was
mud.
so Piney Creek.
Oh, you ate shit. I thought you like ate something off of like a mudslide ice cream or something.
Or like off the ground.
No, but there was oh my goodness, I know, I'm sure you know about it. It's that little bird that like you go search for it at night.
What is it?
Oh, Finch.
No,
Not Finch.
It's in that movie.
No, my dad did.
Yeah, we did that too.
Sniper hunting.
Yeah,
Sniper.
My dad
I
did that.
fell for it
that to me.
completely.
Oh, I did.
I did.
Yeah.
I don't remember. I don't
2
think I
years.
did. I was like, you guys are just making.
They were
that's
too
a thing
awesome.
everywhere.
That's the thing people do. I just knew that from that movie from fucking...
No, it was a thing
Up.
before.
My dad tried doing it on
It was
me.
done to me.
It was before,
Yeah,
because
no,
it was
they
done
mix
to
like
me.
Fritos with mustard and all kinds of things, and they're like, "Yeah, we cooked it. Here, have some." And I'm like,
Oh, we
I
did.
couldn't.
Whoa, that part.
Wait, what?
Yeah, no, like
No,
we went out in the dark and we
Oh.
were sniper hunting,
Oh.
and we looked for this sniper. I don't know what it
No,
was.
we
no,
just
snipe.
Snipe. Okay, snipe
Yeah.
hunting, and they would make noise. Somebody was making noise.
Yeah,
and they're like,
yeah.
Yeah, that's part of it. Yeah.
And like,
What a bunch of bullies.
and they would like they went inside and they're like, we cooked it, and we're out there like me and
What?
the younger ones.
What? This is like crazy.
Yeah,
Yeah.
we're out there like still searching
Yeah,
and
but it's
nothing.
more
And they're
than
like, we
what-
cooked it for
'Cause
you, and
the joke-
it was crunchy, so I thought I was eating the bone.
Oh my god.
That's funny that they did that because it was more like they just wanted me to go out and then just like, and then they would come back and then you would just be out there by yourself looking
Just
like
seems
a
like
dummy.
hazing.
Yeah.
No, it was
Yeah.
like I think they brought like marshmallows, so they would throw them and be like,
Oh.
oh look, there's a snipe.
See,
Wow, we all had
And then
different
they would
experiences.
and they would tell you at the end.
Mine was not that elaborate.
Oh, yeah, I
And
don't
then
think they told me
they
until the
didn't tell you.
second year, yeah, because they were laughing at me because I was like, oh, I bit the bone.
Oh my gosh.
I hate stuff like
Wait,
that.
you
trying
went
to
2
make it-
years?
Yes.
Oh my
Where was
gosh.
this at?
In Rigby.
You know, for some reason that like I don't know why, but this makes me like that story made me think of like that stupid tradition of like when you get married and they come out and then like put all that crap on your car. You
Oh,
know,
yeah.
like when they
Any
I
type of like
freaking
little hazing
hate
shit like
that.
that. Yeah.
Hate that so much.
Really, I've
I
been
I
the
got
person
so
who
mad.
does
Like
that
the
to
first
car.
time. The first time I got married, I hated it when my friends did it, and then they did it on the inside of my car. I was so mad.
Inside.
Ooh,
Yeah.
inside's a little much.
I was,
Yeah.
yeah.
What
Unless
they
it's
put
just like
inside of it?
balloons.
What is it?
Well, you know, they put condoms, Oreos. They put Oreos on the outside, and then it froze to my window, and it took forever to get off. Silly string. They did silly string on the inside.
Oh,
I was so mad. I think that's the dumbest thing,
It is.
and I'm happy that we didn't have a reception when we got married because we got married during COVID,
Hell
so
yeah.
we couldn't. We just snuck into a movie theater and got married, and it was perfect. It was like a small group.
And then no one could haze us.
Yeah, I hate that.
Small weddings are the best. I have a couple of friends that got married at a bowling alley. That was the funnest wedding I've ever been to, and they're still together, like years and years and
Are
years
they
later.
white? I feel like that's a white people thing.
Yeah, they're
Yep.
hippies.
they're hippies.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah.
Nice.
It was great. We got to bowl afterwards. But it just seems like light hazing. I remember one of the spout houses I worked at in Rigby a handful of years ago. Like we would do stupid shit like that. We'd like tell the new guy like, oh, for the next ones we're gonna need the yellow pallets. Go look for the yellow pallets, and he'd just go hunt the
yeah.
full like.
And there were no.
And it was just funny. Yeah, like it's not something like we would just make shit up like that. But it was just funny. Like I don't see how. I don't know. It's just dumb.
I feel like, and I don't know. Actually, I don't think they do. I feel like they make it up,
Yeah.
but they don't. And I think it's just because they're old guys. But like, I work at a lumber yard, and like an old guy will come in, like a contractor that's been doing it for like ever, will come in, and he's like, "Do you have this thingamajig thing?" And it's like, and you're like, well, what is it? What do you use it for? And he's like, you haven't heard of this? Everyone knows what this is. And then like you Google it, nothing. And then like you ask everyone, no one knows what it is, but like this guy knows.
Yeah.
And it's like, you just had to have made that up because I don't think it exists.
Yeah.
But
It's like when you like have you seen those things where like people say like, oh, did you get your blinker fluid?
Yeah, blinker fluids,
Yeah.
shit like that. You fall for shit like that.
I do. I'm such a gullible person. Like, I mean, I fell it for 2 years.
I would too.
And the only reason I like found out it wasn't a real thing is because I got told. Because they were laughing so
So if
hard
they
at
hadn't
me.
told you today, you'd be telling the story about how you guys
I-
caught the snipe and ate
I
it.
thought there was such a thing.
Oh, you're talking about the snipe. I thought you were
Yeah.
talking about your relationship. You're like, I'm gullible. I fell for it for 2 years. I'm like, damn.
Yeah, that didn't help those situations either. But
Yeah.
I know you were wanting to talk about love languages.
Yeah.
Do we have time still to talk about that?
oh yeah, for sure.
Do you
got
guys
time
know?
forever.
Do you guys know what the love languages are?
Cole knows all about
There's 5, right? Is there 5 or 6?
Let's see.
Let's
there's
list them out.
well, okay. So there's words of affirmation.
Okay.
There's physical touch. There's giving gifts, acts of service, and I think there is a fifth
And
one.
Quality
spending
time.
time. Quality time. Yep.
Duh.
5.
So there's five.
Yeah.
There's
Yes.
5. Yeah, Tabitha's love language is quality time.
Okay.
So that's how she likes to receive it. I don't know how you like to give it though, but anyway.
I know so when I worked at the bank, we had to take that test, and it was like, yep.
That's
So
weird
it's-
because usually it's like you give that to like when somebody
That's
gets
like
married
when
or
it's
something.
like when a business is like, we are family. It's like,
Yeah,
can never
well,
leave.
it kind of was.
Is
honestly.
it one of those things like a get to know you, like a team
Yeah.
building exercise
Yes,
kind of thing?
team building, but you had to take it like when you got hired because it also like it helped them understand you more and how you like praise.
you actually, it was actually only you who took it in, is because the manager had the hots for you and was trying to figure out how to take you out on a date.
Oh my god.
Do you know what I mean?
That
So
might
that
be
made
a
you do
thing,
the
yeah.
love language.
No, because we
would
every
be
morning
shady.
or every Thursday morning, I think it was, we'd gather and we'd talk about, and then and we talk about each of our love languages. And it wasn't called love languages though. I mean, that's how it shows up as in a relationship, but it was like, what's our I don't remember how they called it, but it's the same thing. And my top 2 is gift giving and words of affirmation.
For like what you like to
receiving or
receive.
giving?
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Yeah.
So, well, I guess I'm not huge on receiving gifts, but words of affirmation, yes. So if I did something good when we had that meeting, they would make sure they would be like, Maria, she got all her referrals and good job. And then I just never understood how why would you not want to be praised for what you did good, right?
Yeah.
And there was one girl that had been working there for a long time, and I never heard them say good job, and I'd be like, well, she probably didn't meet her her referrals. And I just never, I'm like, how does she not? She's been working here for so long. And I mentioned it one time, and they're like, she doesn't like to be put on the spot. We have to tell her.
I know that. Yeah,
I'm like that.
I know
I
people
don't
who
want-
compliment.
Yeah, I
Oh
I
shoot!
don't
I
like
complimented
that.
you so hard last time. I was like, I was
I
picking on you
think that
so
it goes
hard.
back to the trauma though.
Yeah.
Growing up, I never had that. I guess
Yeah.
my mom was never like, I'm proud of you" or whatever,
Yeah.
and it's just uncomfortable. So
Yeah.
part of the
Well, that
growth
might
is
be-
learning
That's
to
what I
might
don't
be
mind it, but it is
appreciate
uncomfortable.
it.
so.
Mine's
But
the
it's just
opposite.
uncomfortable.
And I didn't get that, so I want that.
Yeah,
I like to
uncomfortable.
be. Yeah. And they say whatever you lacked as a child, that's where your love languages show up. So we were very poor too, and we never got even a birthday cake,
So that's why the gifts.
Yeah, and that's how I show up for people when I love somebody, when I care about somebody deeply, and I see something at the store, I get them something.
That's so cool.
So and that
Then
just shows.
for your birthdays when you were a kid, your mom would hit you with a switch instead of the belt.
Yes.
That was that was the reward for your birthday.
Yeah, I got
damn.
hit.
I'm the opposite of that
Really?
also, because
Really?
my mom she got remarried, and this guy had lots of money, so she was always able to give us the biggest gifts and stuff. And I grew up and I have my own kids, and I'm like, we don't do gifts, and it's not that big to us. And my mom's like, what is wrong with you? I didn't raise you like that. And I'm
Well,
just
they feel
like,
kind of love bombing.
yeah. Well, for me, I was we lacked so
yeah.
much emotional, in the quality time and stuff. And so for me, I don't know. I'm just I don't want the gifts. I want the
Yeah.
time.
And quality time's cool to me. I guess I like all of them, but that's not my top one, And like a physical touch, I never realized like it was so huge for me. Like I never thought that was one of my love languages. I just thought that
how would the bank give physical touch?
Well, it's just like, so it would make me actually so uncomfortable. It would make me so uncomfortable at the bank. Is my boss, I remember, like, he'd be like, "Good job, Maria," and I'm like,
see, that's the other thing too. Like, I don't mind physical touch out in the real world, but if someone touches me at work, I just fucking, what the fuck are you touching me at work?
But there's people that high five, like that's physical touch, you know?
I can see that.
Yeah, or give me a fist pump. But
that's kind of dumb too, though.
Yeah,
you said
it's just not uncomfortable.
I'm not gonna go there.
Like how they would show up for spending quality time is like if you did good, if you met all your goals, like they would take you out to lunch. You know.
Whoa, wait! I would have totally lied and just said mine is 100% gifts because I would want.
Yeah, that's true.
To be getting gifts from the bank.
That was one of mine.
Yeah.
So
I don't want the manager to touch me. Why? I want gifts.
No, that was one of mine. So like whenever I met my goals, they'd be like, "Oh, here's your favorite Snicker, your favorite chocolate bar, or whatever, or your drink."
Thanks, sucker.
You know, or they'd give me like a coupon, like, "Oh, hey, here, go get a free, whatever."
Yeah.
And
so if you said the wrong ones, you just didn't get shit.
No, I mean they gave you. I mean,
what they do for quality time?
They would take you out to lunch. Like, they would be like, hey, we're gonna, you met all your goals.
You know what? At least they're trying.
See, that's what I'm saying. Like, all this stuff is great, but at work is weird. Yeah. I would love to go to lunch with one of you guys here.
I mean, they pay for my lunch all the time, but it's also because I'm in sales.
Yeah.
Gotta schmooze people.
When they take us lunch and stuff, like even like the Christmas party, they always hire you to do like, drink catering and stuff. I never go to that shit. I'm like, I don't want to hobnob with these people that I see for 40 hours a week. Yeah.
I think my love language that I think I'm words of affirmation, like, and unfortunately that makes me very manipulatable. Because people can just flatter the shit out of me, and I'm like, I'll just eat that shit up. And then,
good to know.
Oh shit! And then, what do you want from me? And then, the one that I love speaking is giving gifts because I love the thought, and it's like a permanent.
We're so much alike.
Yeah, Did you know my family actually comes from Jalisco? No, I'm just kidding.
No. You believe that shit too, though?
We're all cousins.
He literally said that most of his family comes from Sweden.
Yeah, that's okay.
True.
I'm sorry, I had to. And then, do you have one that you don't like to receive? Well, you sound like you don't like this.
And don't think about your workplace. Think about it in a relationship.
Yeah.
I have one.
Yeah?
I don't, this could sound crazy, I don't like acts of service to begin with.
I think I'm like,
what
I'm
is
not.
that?
Because
when they do something for you, like they take out the trash for you.
I went and I replaced your thermostat.
Except for that was different.
I replaced this thermostat.
This is different because I know you're not going to hold it over my head.
Okay.
But you know, like
freezing outside.
You know how people do like the tit for tat thing where it's like, oh, I gave you this, now you give me that. I'm like, oh no.
Oh, you feel like when someone does something for you, you feel like they're expecting something. Like
it's like going to be held over my head later. It's like, oh, I did all that for you, and now you're whatever.
Guilt trip you.
What have you done for Cole ever since he changed your thermostat?
It's not a tit for tat.
I haven't. I've been super annoying for Cole. No, that's a good point. I need to be.
Yeah, no, I think that's my least one too.
It's service.
Yeah, like I don't.
Yeah.
Are you like I can do it myself?
Yeah, exactly. I'm so self-sufficient.
Cole does the dishes and I can't, so I appreciate it.
Yeah, that's
I mean, I could. But I don't want to.
I know my brother's wife. That was her biggest one, and it was like, okay, like. So he started, when he was learning, because I told him about it, and he was learning her, and he was like, she was all happy because I threw the trash out when I told her I was going to throw the trash out. And like, oh, okay. And so like, yeah, I know some people that are very like that. And I know I do, my partner, like, I see something every time I'm somewhere, or even my friends, like for Christmas, I saw that little ornament. I was like, I was like, That's for you.
And it made my whole day. I'm totally the acts of service type of person.
Yeah.
Really? That's what you love?
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah.
Interesting.
Yeah, and that's how I show my affection to people is giving gifts, and which is sometimes people don't like to receive gifts. You know, like my partner, I think he does like to receive gifts, and I think I'm setting the example because the other day he showed up just out of nowhere and just gave me a box of chocolates and a cup, and I was like, oh, you thought about me, you know.
What about you, Cole? What are your love languages?
Definitely. Well, I think physical touch and quality time. I appreciate that a lot. And then forgiving, like showing love. I love giving gifts. I give Tabitha gifts a lot. I like to give gifts, and then quality time because I know that that's Tabitha's love language. So I like spending.
So you only
the
do
time.
it because you know I like it.
Oh, isn't that a good thing?
It can be.
Hey, but gift
But
giving.
it's like
I
you
don't
wanted
know.
to do it because of their own
She
volition.
wants.
But I like to give gifts, so giving the gift of my time.
Because you know it. He knows it makes you feel good.
I'm just
Yeah.
trying to get
Yeah,
you.
you are.
Oh, okay. I was like, shit, how are we going to turn this into a bad thing?
I think a lot of people.
Tabitha's just trying to make me squirm.
My husband gives me attention because he knows I like it.
That's a
No,
bad thing.
I wanted to mention that like physical touch doesn't. A lot of people confuse that with sex, and it's not. It doesn't mean sex. I mean,
Yeah.
sometimes like
That would be really awkward
See,
in the
and I
workplace.
like
Yes, you know,
high
or-
fives, so I like giving Tabitha high
yeah, or
fives.
just like laying on their lap, or
Yeah.
cuddling.
Hugging. I love hugging.
Yeah, he likes
Oh,
big
Yeah.
hugs.
I love
good
to
back
cuddle.
massage.
I love to cuddle a lot. I love to
See, and
cuddle.
I was so uncomfortable with all of that. Like
Yeah.
the only
You too?
Yeah, I it comes with the healing and stuff, but yeah, for so many years, we just, like, my grandparents were not affectionate at all, so my mom grew up in a very non-affectionate home, and we weren't hugged and told we were loved and stuff like that, so.
Which
Yeah.
is
I don't
like
know.
funny because I feel like I feel like for the most part my family isn't like my brothers and I guess like in a sibling way, but we're not like affectionate a lot.
like touchy.
Yeah,
You're not touchy.
not really.
Yeah. I didn't grow up at all like being told that I was loved or being shown that I was loved or like being touched ever. And I remember right before I like stopped my relationship with my parents, I remember like walking into work with them and my dad was like, "Come here, daughter." Like not even my name, like, "Come here, daughter." And he grabbed my face and he kissed me on my forehead and he's like, "I had a dream that I was going to heaven and God asked me, did you ever kiss your kids and tell them you love them? And if you didn't, you're not going to heaven." And he's like, "So I need to tell you I love you."
Oh,
And he like gave
Check
me
it
and
off
it was
the list.
it was the most like uncomfortable thing
Really?
ever to be
That'll cause some damage.
kissed on my forehead by my father.
yeah. I guess it's kind of weird that like, because I don't know. I feel like for a lot of couples, after they've been together for like so long, they're not as affectionate,
Yeah.
or maybe they don't hold hands as much.
We've been together 6 years.
Almost.
I think that has to do with resentment though. Not that it goes away because
You think it's resentment?
I think it's resentment.
Even I
What
don't
if
know.
it's
I feel
boredom?
like it's.
I don't know.
I feel like it's
Because-
like there's just couples who've been together, like older couples, you know.
Yeah.
Are you guys still? You guys still hold hands a lot and stuff? Like,
Just
is
hold
it,
Yeah, we're
hands while
just-
you guys
but
are walking.
I noticed that. But it's like was it the same amount? 6 years ago, or is it more 6 years ago?
Probably the same. I mean, we hold hands a lot.
I've known them that whole time. I haven't noticed a change.
Yeah.
Sometimes it's like, whoa, they're cuddling a lot during a movie.
Guys, get a
Like,
room.
oh, jeez, I know we're watching a rom-com.
Oh, I'm
but
sorry. I don't know.
no, I'm just kidding. No, it's
Say something next time.
I'm kidding. You're fine.
I want to be a good house guest.
He's like, we're watching ET, guys. Fuck.
The scrotum.
Maybe they're into that.
It can be hard though to like, I don't
Yeah.
know, I guess coming from like my background, I had a friend that I met several years ago, and her family was so the opposite. So when I'd
Really?
go over there, like they all lived under the same roof, they all like were lovey towards each other, and it made me so uncomfortable, and it almost made me angry because I didn't know that people lived differently than I did. I thought everybody had that, and I was in my 20s, and I was just like, oh, word, I've never noticed, and it made me uncomfortable. And my kids' father, he's Hispanic, so he came from that background, and they're very lovey and stuff. And so it was hard, like being the mother and not being able to be lovey towards my kids, and like he was always so affectionate and stuff. And I don't know, it got uncomfortable. But
Yeah.
Well, we'll try not to do it around.
no,
My ex is very loving with his siblings and my kids, and he always even now tells me, you don't even love my kids, like, because I'm not touchy with them, like I just not. But with my partner, I am so different. I love to be cuddled and touched. If we're sitting on the couch and they're not holding my hand or like have their head on me or something, like we're not touching physically, I feel unloved.
yeah.
It's really weird.
That's funny because I'll be like, Cole, hold my hand. If he's
Just
not
like
holding
that.
it. Yeah, exactly like that.
Okay, dear.
Yeah, I
Or
don't
I'm like
dear.
trying to hold his hand. I'm like, Cole, why don't you want to hold my hand?
Like, do you? Oh, well, wait. Has everyone said their love languages?
Roddy
You
has
haven't.
I took the test, and it said what I want to get is a mouth on my penis. Is what it said.
This is a physical
so
test.
physical touch.
No, it didn't say
Acts
physical
of
touch. It was a
That's pretty much
different
what it
thing.
is.
Acts of service.
I feel,
Acts of service.
Well,
I
And
feel
receiving
like
gifts. I'm just kidding. I've never taken the
I
test.
feel like he's a quality person type.
Quality time.
quality
Quality
time.
type, yeah. Quality
It's
type.
because I'm broke.
No.
No, it's
No.
what you like to receive.
No, yeah, I
You
feel
like
like
to spend
quality
time
time.
with people.
Yeah,
Yeah, I guess,
Be
yeah.
around people.
yeah.
Hey, stop being such a man. Just like own
No,
it
I'm not
up,
being a man.
Roddy.
It's just I just have never been in I've never been in a good relationship, and I've never seeked it out either. So I'm just like, it doesn't really
But
matter
it's
to me.
like with
like
everybody
that,
though.
like yeah, like
wait.
what you were saying right now with
I
my
think we
kids.
just figured out your attachment.
Yeah,
Like with my
absolutely.
like with my kids, like they get all the gifts and shit and from their mom's side of the family, but they're not affectionate at all. They come to my house, they're all over me. You've seen them in here; they're all
Yeah,
over me all the time. It's like they like to be physically huggy with me, but
Yeah.
that's because they don't get any of that
Right.
from their mom.
Yeah.
So,
So
you get it somewhere.
yeah,
And you said like what you don't like, kind of. But did you say what you like? I'm trying to.
I feel like it's been a journey figuring it out. I think that it's changed a lot.
Yeah.
I once, like I was saying, physical touch was not a thing to me. It was, and that was danger, and I've grown to appreciate that a lot. But I think my top would be quality time for sure.
Okay.
Yeah.
Did
Yeah.
you say yours?
It's quality time.
Yeah, I'd say
Oh, you
quality
said-
time.
I said it for her,
Yeah,
which
yeah.
I know is a bad thing.
yeah.
I'm
Yeah,
not gonna
I guess
Let her
quality
talk.
time.
I know. Well, don't worry. Don't worry. She will.
Oh, yeah, that's true.
Hold up that finger. You know?
She tells
Yeah.
me I mess up, which is good. I need to be corrected.
Wow. Okay.
So what do you mean when you said you were like, oh well, now I think we know what
Oh,
am I?
avoid it.
Yeah, avoid it.
100%. Because you're like, I've never sought that out. I've never had it.
I do think he has some avoidant because he doesn't like to talk about feelings.
No, I love talking about feelings. Why do you think I started a podcast? That's all we talk about is feelings.
Not
Like not like
Look, the fact-
emotional.
You gotta
Look.
talk about in relationships.
Yeah, you don't like to talk about
the fact that I
emotional.
talk about feelings and nobody takes me seriously, that's a whole different story.
Oh.
How many times I've said real serious stuff on the show and everybody's like,
You
that was
did
so
say
funny.
something serious last time, and I was like, oh, I felt that.
Oh,
And
that
I,
one
like,
wasn't
reached
serious.
over.
That one was just a joke.
No, but
I think there was truth
feel
in
like
jest.
he doesn't like to talk. He doesn't like to get deep into a conversation about feelings.
I love getting.
You don't either.
Well, I guess my
What?
feelings is what
Like
you were
getting
talking
too
about.
deep into feelings.
about your feelings.
Oh, like how?
Well, sorry, I'm not trying to like call you out, but I feel like you don't like crying.
No,
Oh, yeah.
I don't.
Yeah.
Really?
And so, yeah.
See, I love crying.
You do?
Yeah.
You like
I
to
can
see
make you
people
cry.
suffer?
No, I love
Like-
crying.
Oh, you cry?
Yeah, I cry all the time.
I thought you guys were besties.
Yeah, I've never heard you cry.
Well, I'm crying in front of
I,
people.
Well, maybe
no,
he
but
cries
I just feel like
quietly.
you. Yeah, I feel
There's
like
this
you.
really beautiful song called "Don't Let the Sun Catch You Crying."
Sing it for us.
You're
Don't
making that
let
up.
the sun. No, it's a real
I'm
song.
like, don't sing to me.
Catch
I
you
fall in
crying.
love.
Yeah, I'll sing to you.
Don't
I'll
let
sing
the
it.
sun.
You guys have never heard that song? I used to hear that song all the time, but I
Or
was
No,
has
like,
a good voice,
hey,
too.
I
Yeah,
said I
Cort
would
does
lay
have
off.
a good
I said I would
Or
lay
has
off.
a really good voice.
I know you just.
You
yeah.
do.
You,
Have you
Don't
heard
know
that
my
song?
secrets now.
No,
You get nobody here's ever heard that song?
no.
So the
all
only
I can think of is "Don't Let the Sun Go Down on
Yeah,
Me."
I
by
know,
Elton
that's what I
John.
was like.
Yeah.
It's by Gary.
Very
copyright strike.
I can't believe you guys never heard this song.
I think I have heard this song.
Well, you know, like every song.
And those are like very, very smart words to live by. I love crying. I just why am I going to cry somewhere else? What are you guys doing?
I'm not looking.
I am.
Attachment styles.
I'm trying to think if there's like. So we talked about attachment styles. We've talked about love languages.
Love languages.
I covered it. There we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. Yeah, but it's not like trying to be a man. Like I've never tried to be a manly man. Like
You never have?
Like I can't.
No,
be,
he's not. He's
can't be
not.
accused
He's
of-
not
You don't
scared.
think your like toxic masculinity
Nah.
is a problem for you?
I don't think so at all.
I don't think he
Maybe he has it,
struggles
but
with
it's
that.
not a problem.
I'm like,
Oh.
Oh.
because you know how you're like a quarter Mexican.
Yeah. What about what?
I'm half gay because my dad was gay.
Is that true?
Yeah,
I didn't know that.
Then who in my
a lot of
family's
people
gay?
didn't know that.
Because you're half gay. You're. Never mind. I don't know what I was going to say. But.
So yeah,
Joe, you don't like crying.
No,
It makes you uncomfortable.
no, I don't like crying. I don't really
And my
like.
That's an
problem is
avoidant.
my problem is I ask like deep questions and I'm like probing
I've
and like
cried in front
sometimes
of
Were you
Or-
like that though before you went to therapy and stuff?
No, I've always been like that.
You have?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Or I don't
That's
know. Why I said
different.
yeah.
Yeah. Maybe I'm not very full avoidant. Maybe I'm just fucked up. I don't know.
I think
You
the
get a
church
little bit
fucked
of
it.
all the circle, all of it.
Yeah.
I don't love crying, but I love processing things. I don't want to deal with it later. I think I've watched
No,
so
I
many
just-
people avoid feelings that I will intentionally find, like I'll turn on the music that
Oh.
triggers me. I will put myself in positions that make me
me.
have to deal
Not
with
me.
things.
See, I do
No, I
that,
don't
but
wanna
not
feel
immediately.
it.
I don't feel like I avoid the feeling, but there's like a time and place for everything. Like this is really getting to me right now. Like something happens, and I'm like, but we got to get this done.
Yeah.
And as soon as we get through this, then we can
Then
break
you
down
can
and cry.
sit down and
That's good. I'm not.
And then
No.
I do similar things. I'll put on
man.
certain songs. I'll put on certain movies and stuff, and just let
No, I
loose.
just don't. I would just rather not
She-
feel it.
She just bottles it up and then she starts crying and I'm like, what's going on? And she's like, I don't want to talk about it. And then it drives me nuts because like I'm like a people pleaser. And
Oh,
I'm like,
I think we need to switch
and I'm
up
like-
some attachment
Yeah.
styles here. We're
no.
avoiding feelings and trying to fix. That screams
Working on
avoid it. Yeah.
Do you not cry with movies?
Oh no, my favorite movies are really intense.
No. See, because I cry with movies and TV more than
No,
like real life.
I don't really like dramatic TV as much, but like movies, like my favorite movies are like really just
Like Come and
emotionally,
See.
yeah, come and see, or
Holy
like
shit,
a woman
that-
under
that
the
will
influence.
Mess you up.
Very
Phoenix.
like, yeah, that one's.
I don't know if Phoenix made you cry.
Elf.
There are movies that are good. If you cry with Elf, that's normal too. I cry with a lot of silly
Sometimes,
movies.
you know,
think
I don't know what
very,
it
like-
is.
Like, what is that? Numb to emotions.
No, I just there's a time and place for
I
everything.
think sometimes I don't know why it is. Sometimes you just watch a kids movie and it just like
Holds it out,
hits,
yeah.
yeah,
There's
like
a-
hits a
The
chord,
Ca-
and you're
the
like, I
Lion
don't know
King?
what it is. It's
Oh,
like
the
so.
Lion King. Holy shit.
A movie that everybody
It,
like
like,
my
grabs
family
you.
teases me about for crying because I can watch it 100 times and I cry every single time, and it's not a dramatic, sad movie. There's just one sad part in it, and it's that Born in East LA, where he gives the oranges to the poor people. And then the lady like wants to cry, and he just gives them all the oranges so they can go sell them. And that, like, I'm choking up right now even just talking about it. And everybody kind of laughs at me because it's like, it's a fucking silly comedy movie, and you're fucking over here
No, I've
crying
cried
every
during
single time.
Megamind, no joke.
And I'm talking like fast fucking tears. Yeah, and that's what I'm saying. Like, it not necessarily has to be like.
Something from your past life that you're.
I know. I was like, do you ever sit and stuff like that though? I'm an overthinker totally. So then if I start like, I'm like, what triggered that? Like, I don't know. I just like,
Poor people. He's sad.
like,
Empathy.
so- yeah.
That just means that we're all human if we're experiencing emotion.
Yeah.
You know what movie makes me cry like pretty much every time? It's crazy. If I say what it's about, you'll be like, what? You cry at a UFC movie? It's called Warrior.
Oh,
Have you seen Warrior?
Well, that one, I mean, yeah, that's
It
like
pulls.
I think I've heard of it.
It's like they have an alcoholic father.
Well,
It's
it's
these
'cause
two brothers
against each other.
Two brothers fighting, and it's like their whole childhood trauma coming to a head during a fight.
It just happens to be about UFC, but that's not really what it's about. It's
Thank
not
you,
about
thank you.
UFC.
Well,
That's the setting,
It's
but
about
that's not
family
the-
dynamic.
Yeah.
Yeah, freaking. There's this scene where the dad has a relapse. Oh my gosh, I ball. So, but I don't. Yeah, it's a good movie.
The episode of The Simpsons where
Look,
Homer meets his
84%
mom,
Rotten Tomatoes.
cry every time.
Rotten
It's like-
Tomatoes.
There's just certain ones that every single time.
I'm trying to think if there's anything that unexpectedly makes me emotional.
For me,
Oh,
it's graduations.
Really?
I'm sitting there and I'm like, my throat just like closes up. And I know why it triggers me. And it doesn't matter like how many years, and I've tried to work through it. When I graduated high school, I graduated with honors, and I was a valedictorian. And
And now you're a
it was
successful
a Thursday,
businesswoman.
and it was a
killing it.
Thursday night, and my parents refused to close on weekends. It was a Thursday night. It was here at Hillcrest, and they refused to go to my graduation, and they didn't show up.
Oh my gosh. I'm so sorry.
And so
Like,
I
wanna
don't
give
know
you a
why. I don't know why every graduation I attend a graduation and I think I'm okay, and every time I'm like I try to talk and it's like I don't know why.
I thought of
I
something.
just don't know why.
I thought of something that makes me emotional that people would be like, "What?" Is the Sister Act? Okay, there's.
Whoopi Goldberg.
Hear me out. There's a scene where they're singing "I Will Follow Him." I will follow him. Oh, I will follow.
Yeah, I'm like, that's my
Yeah.
favorite
No,
movie.
and then the part where the voices like change. It's like there's a part where it changes key. I literally like get the chills and I get emotional.
It's about God.
Hey, now,
It's the
don't call
Holy-
me out.
It's the Holy Spirit.
Don't call
No,
me
that's the Holy
out.
Spirit.
Cort,
Trigger
you
my
and I
way.
in the church.
I'm
I'd
sure
probably,
Yeah.
we'd probably listen to more gospel music now than when
That's
we were
true.
in the
I
church.
like gospel music.
Yeah,
I
I,
like,
love gospel
um,
music.
Like Appalachian stuff, like
Bluegrass.
bluegrassy gospel
Yeah, I
stuff.
love that old
But also
bluegrass.
like
or like
black
even
gospel stuff and
yeah, I love like Staple Singers. A lot of their gospel songs. They're probably my favorite.
yeah.
Or that old like Stax Records. Do you know Stax Records? They were like this label in was
Memphis.
it in Memphis in the 60s, but they had like a bunch of it was kind of like Motown, was it? Yeah, it was kind of like Motown,
yeah,
but not
but
as like
Memphis.
clean.
Yeah.
And it was like Memphis.
It's like where Isaac Hayes came from.
Yeah.
And you know a lot of the big soul hits came
And
from Stax.
who else was it?
Sam and Dave were another big one that came from there.
No, the one that died young.
Sam Cooke started off there.
Okay, no, but
Oh,
anyway.
he died young.
Wait, Sam Cooke, who sings
Chains gonna come
I was born
by the river.
in a little tent. Oh,
Yeah.
such a good song.
And then like you listen to like the Sam Cooke the live album, and it's like he was a whole different.
Oh,
We gotta
you're
have
talking
him
about
on the pod for-
You're talking about Otis Redding.
Yeah.
Otis Redding.
It's funny. I thought that's what I was thinking when he said Sam Cooke, and I left my brain.
so
but I was thinking Dock of the Bay as soon as you
Yeah.
said
Yeah.
as soon as you said that I was like
Dock
Dock
the Dock of the Bay.
Yeah, so Otis Redding was
Who knew
part of
he'd be singing
Stax
so much
Records too.
strings?
I love it.
I fucking love that song.
10,000 miles from home.
Another thing that makes me cry a lot, and I don't know why, is poor people.
Oh.
Wait, that's what Roddy just said.
Yeah,
About the
but
orchestra.
it's like, but it's like
though.
I don't
Were you
know, and
poor? Like
I
the
am
girls?
poor. That's why I
Well,
do
we're
acts
all
of service
poor
and
at
not
this
gift giving.
For me, it's like there, but for the
Girl,
grace
you
of God,
take
go
sexual
I.
favors for payment.
I'll be
why I
struggling
put
like
that
seriously
funny.
to pay my rent. Not my rent, but I'll be struggling to pay.
We're like having like this serious
Marie's
conversation
ready
about
to talk.
poverty.
Yeah, like I'll be struggling to pay my own bills, and I will drive by something and they'll see people like asking for handouts, and it just depends because I've had an experience when I was like 16 years old. My parents would give me money back then for helping them work, and so I'd always go. They drop us off at Walmart for hours and hours so they could go gamble. But I seen this guy asking panhandling at Walmart in the one on Utah, in Utah, whatever, Drive, Street, whatever.
You got it. Yeah,
Anyways, that one. And he had a dog. And I was like, oh my gosh. We were pulling in, and I was like, my mom always said, when you give somebody something, give them something that they need, like food. Always give them something they need. Don't give them money. Because they will use it for drugs or other addictions. So there I go, and I get a whole bunch of stuff from the deli, and I made sure I get food for the dog too. And I go outside by myself, and I'm like, here you go. And he's like, I really was looking for money to get into the hotel to take a shower. And he was just so, like, dry about it.
About it? Oh, my gosh.
Yeah, and I felt like shit. I was like,
oh, dang.
He's not even thankful that I gave him, you know? Like, this is my money. Like, I just used my money. I had $50 and I spent 30 of it on you, and you just...
My mindset's changed a lot about that. Like, I used to think, like, don't give them money, but, like, the truth is, like, you don't know if they, like, because withdrawals are no joke, and if they're not going to have medical attention, they might need, like, a temporary, like, fix thing. Like, I know that's brutal, but, like, and so it's like, for me, I just have to trust that they're gonna use it how they're gonna use it, but like,
I think part of it is also like, we assume if we're not going to give them money, I think part of it is like we make an assumption about these people and why they're homeless, and maybe part of it is that they're bad with money, or that they're going to use it on the wrong things, or like but really, like, it is so easy to become homeless. Like, I think it's a lot easier to become homeless than I think a lot of us realize. And I guess, like, I think part of it is also, like, I mean, if they use it on, like, beer or drugs or something, like...
You have to tell yourself...
You just give...
Yeah, you have to tell yourself, like, I'm good with God because I did what was asked of me, and then if they decide to use it unwisely, then that's on them. But I think where this, like, wound comes from is that as kids we don't realize how poor we live, or how, like, the lack of things we have. And I, like, have to go back and remember when we came here to the United States, I had, like, 2 outfits, and it was in winter. Like, it was a dress and a skirt, and I had little Mary Jane shoes. And I remember we owned one couch that we got from, like, the secondhand store that was given to us, and we had a mattress and a table. We didn't have anything, and my parents like, would have to ride on the bus to get to work. And I think even though I didn't realize that we were poor, we, like, my self-conscious, like, sees it now, and I'm like, okay, when I see women, especially with children, and they're asking for money, like, my throat closes up, and I do give to them. Like, I've been in Salt Lake a couple times, and the lady selling, for instance, one of them was selling flowers, or she had flowers, and she's like, I'm just taking donations, and here's $20. I don't have that to spend, but here you go, and I'll take a flower. And I'm like, and I just, like, and when I tell my kids, like, my middle daughter, she's such an asshole, but she's so sweet at the same time. She'll be like, Mom, can we go help the homeless? And I'm like, girl, we're the poor people right now. Like, we're poor. Can we help the poor people? Like, we're the poor people. But it, like, talking to them about it and stuff, and I start, like, tearing up, and I'm just like, I gotta be strong. I can't let them see me, like, break, you know? Yeah. But it's for sure, like, that's a huge one. Like, it makes me tear up when I see people that are struggling.
I think there's a lot, especially in the media, where they try and demonize
for sure.
people who are homeless. And I'm from Portland, and of course we get it a lot.
It's bad.
But it's bad everywhere because there just aren't resources. You know, it's like this isn't just a problem where you can just move people around, because then they're still there.
Yeah.
I was just gonna say, I grew up very lucky, like, in terms of, like, material, like, materialism, like, materialistic. My material needs were met growing up, so I have sympathy for you guys for sure, but I don't know what that's like to have gone through that. But
Even in the recession?
my dad had
His dad's a doctor.
My dad's a doctor. Yeah, my dad had a very stable job. People always need the doctor, even though he's just like a small town family doctor with 7 kids. Like, we weren't like lavishly wealthy or anything, but we never had like we always had a roof over our head.
7 kids is a lot too, though, even for a doctor. I think.
Yeah,
that's like when my mom growing up.
That was back in the 90s. It was okay in the 90s.
Well, they kept having kids into the 2000s. So, yeah.
When my mom, everybody thought my mom's family was rich because her dad was a vet, but it's like he had 20 kids, so it's like, yeah, he made a lot of money, but he also had 20 kids.
No, and like, yeah. And I talk a lot of shit about my parents, and I am grateful to them for
his mom is super sweet. Sweetest
now
lady.
It seems like I'm only calling out my father, but yeah.
Are they divorced?
Nope. Nope. Yeah.
She hates the F word, though.
Oh, yeah, she does. Because I said fuck Donald Trump, and she hates both of those things. The F word.
It's quite the dilemma.
Yeah. Yeah, then so I said, sorry, Mom.
You know, I had an epiphany today about that. Like, everybody's fuck ICE, and fuck ICE. But
agree.
Why are we dealing with ICE because of Trump? I mean, I know we've had ICE always, but it's bad right now because of Trump. So you can't just be fuck ICE. It's fuck Donald Trump.
Well, did you know that ICE actually wasn't really expanded until George W. Bush? Fact check me. Somebody fact check me on that.
Fact check yourself.
I'm going to fact check myself.
Yeah, I mean,
that's when my dad got deported.
I think the reason why it's so bad is, there's been a lot of funding through the Trump administration, but then also they've been hiring a lot of people
who don't know shit.
And they
and they're not trained.
Like in their interview process, they just they kind of do pick people that are a little racist, you know?
Yes.
Or a lot
racist. Yeah. So
to be doing these
or self-hating.
And then they also they give them a lot of they give them a lot of Latinos. They give them a lot of money to be in ICE too.
Yeah.
So I think that's another reason why is they're just not trained at all.
Mm-hmm. Well, I was watching
2003. ICE was not created until 2003 under George W. Bush. We think of it as like, oh, if we didn't have ICE, everything would go to shit. It's like, we didn't have it until 2003.
Mm-hmm. But we still had immigration. I mean,
right.
It might have not been called ICE, but my dad got deported in the 80s and the 90s.
Yeah. I'm not saying it was like perfect before.
I mean, it happened all the time.
It's not the first time there's been raids, but but we didn't think we were going to go back to raids. Like, we all assumed we saw the error of the ways.
Yeah.
Or we didn't think there would be like U.S. citizens being shot.
Yeah.
And I'm sure a lot of those people
we didn't think there was going to be children in detention centers and fucking concentration camps, and there are.
Yeah, and go ahead.
Well, I mean, a big part of it is that he's punishing certain states.
Yeah, which is why Minnesota is getting it so hard.
Because he was running as the vice president.
Right.
So, I mean, even though Idaho is like one of the most red states, I guess that means we won't be
that's what I was
punished as much.
Well, there was that thing that just happened outside of Boise.
Boise is still like red.
Butch Otter Boise and fucking all the Idaho boys love Trump, so we're good. And Governor Little, everybody does, so.
They're not. Yeah, they're not targeting us.
They're little butt buddies with them
against what their constituency wants.
Mm-hmm. Utah used to be really pro-immigrant, and I think it still is to an extent, but it used to be like an exception to the red state thing with immigration. Mm-hmm. Like they used to be like conservative on everything except for immigration.
Yes, and I will say that as knowledge because living in Idaho, you could cross over to Utah or to Washington State to go get a driver's license as an illegal immigrant.
Yeah.
And I don't know.
I think it's swinging now in Utah, because of Trump. And that pisses me off.
Yeah.
What was I going to say you said something? No, somebody said something and I was like, oh, did you see that video of
Boise?
Of that woman who ICE like they're driving and they like pull right in front of her and stop her. Mm-hmm. She calls the cops and the cops stop it.
Yes,
I was like,
I didn't see that part.
The cops ended it. They ended and I'm like, Yes.
Was she like on a live video or something?
Mhm.
Yeah,
Okay.
I didn't understand.
Because she kept
why
saying,
they
she's like, call the cops, call the cops, call the cops.
Mhm.
And they would say, we're calling the cops. But I
Yeah.
was like, it was being recorded, but I couldn't see her.
Mhm.
And
Yeah, she was facing it that way.
She was following them. Is that what they were saying?
No, she was driving and they like came. She was coming up to a stop and like they came around, pulled in front of her, stopped, and they all four exited out. And then like
and they all point their guns.
Yeah.
Right away, it's like, okay, I can tell that you need to be trained.
Yeah, exactly.
Yeah, it's so messed up.
I watched a video too on a somebody that was in the army that said like all these guns, like there was a video of a woman, she's in scrubs and like her husband's inside and he's black. Like I don't know if this was in Minnesota, I believe. Like he's not an illegal, and he also got let go like 4 days later. But she's like telling him like, no, you can't come in, and it's ICE trying to break into her house, and they have silencers on their guns.
weapons.
Yeah, and he's like, we weren't even allowed to have those because there was no funding for it.
Mhm.
Like in the
I think I saw that too. Where he's like, we didn't have funding for that stuff, and now ICE has all this fancy shit that we didn't have.
How did they have all of that? How did they have access to all of that when, as we're protecting the country, and we weren't allowed those things? So
hopefully, Tom Holman switches things up.
I don't have faith. Tom Holman's a brutal.
I know, but I mean, like, because of him against Kirsty Noem, right? They have different ideas of how they're going to do it.
Yeah.
Which I think his is less than what Kirsty Noem is.
I think it's just going to be an aesthetic change more than anything.
Also, it is kind of funny that the right is kind of is mad about the guns, even though they're all for the Second Amendment.
Yeah.
Except for the libertarian subreddit, they're going back to their roots.
Are they? Because I just got done talking to a libertarian who pissed me off because now suddenly he's anti-immigration.
No,
I'm like, what the fuck? Because the libertarian magazine, what is it called? Reason magazine, has always been pro-immigrant. And then I'm talking to this person, and he's a libertarian-minded guy, and so I'm expecting him to be at least pro-immigrant, like even though he has other ideas that I totally...
Is he just pro-gun?
He's basically like, he was like, don't you think you have a right to choose who your neighbors are? I was like, what? And I was like, you've taken that bill.
To get a home and go where they want to buy a house.
Yeah.
Yeah. No,
it pissed me off. Like, I was like, and then he said all this anti-trans stuff, and I was like, with my sibling who's non-binary, and I was like, I want to like not have this conversation.
This has been the only time that I've seen, and I'm not like libertarian or anything. I just like kind of watch the conversation. Right. It's not like they'll let me participate, you know,
because you don't have the tag that says libertarian. Or whatever.
Yeah. But anyway. It's like been interesting because this is like the thing that is kind of
splitting them.
Yeah, split them.
Well,
because it used to just be like the conservative subreddit, but like lighter.
like the conservative subreddit, but they're okay with legalized weed.
Yeah.
And like gay marriage.
But it was like no.
Yeah.
They were like maybe they were okay with gay marriage, but they didn't like trans people or like they're like gays are okay but not the rest of the alphabet, you know, like dumb shit like that.
The rest of the alphabet.
But this one thing is like where they're like really like it feels like they're really looking at it now.
Do you guys remember Ammon Bundy? He's that guy who took over that like government building in was it in Oregon?
Boise.
I think it was Boise.
Yeah. But he's related. No, he's related to the Bundys that did that.
What I was going to say is, guess what? Ammon Bundy is pro-immigrant, which is surprising to me. And he's like calling out the people on the right. Look, I'm not endorsing Ammon Bundy. Not.
So you're a big Ammon Bundy. Big Ammon Bundy.
No, but I'm just saying, like, where's the people who believe in small government? Where's the people who want the government to not tread on us? Because now all those people have become big government bootlickers, and that pisses me off. I like, be consistent. If you believe something, be consistent. Don't just apply it to
Trump.
Yeah, it's just because of this cult of personality with Trump, where the dear leader can say whatever.
It's what I keep saying every time somebody like it pisses me off to the core. They're like, well, they're here illegally. So why the fuck did you vote for a president that has done so many felonies? Like, it's not about doing things the right way, because you don't give a shit. Your fucking president's the most fucking wrong person. Yeah, like the most wrong person. He's broken so many laws, but it's okay for him to do it, and it's not okay for the people who are wanting a better life.
Yeah, I was just gonna say, you can also still have like an immigration policy. You just have to figure out a way to streamline that.
Yes.
Make it easier for people that have been here a long time.
Yes.
Let people that aren't criminals just stay here.
And I'm not saying I'm okay with open borders and that everybody can just come in. No. Like,
there has to be
we have to earn our way in. It's a privilege, or it's not. What is that? Not a privilege to be here, right? How do you say that? Like, you have to earn your way in here. Yeah. It shouldn't be like for everybody. I mean, there's people that. Yeah,
you can't just have like guys going on the streets and being crazy. I might be even to the left of you guys, to be honest with this, but are you for open border policy? I'm not for open borders, but I think that. How can I put this? Everybody's looking at me right now. I'm not for open borders. Like, I think we need to have security. We need to have, but like, there's so much. There's like people who have lived here for 50 years who are being deported to a place that they know nothing about.
Exactly.
Helping the economy for that time as
well. And that's where like Obama comes in, where he helped.
I think it's dead.
Yeah.
DACA.
Yeah, just right now.
Where DACA came in, that's where he helped all my brothers for a fact. He helped them where they were. Is that noise?
Oh, we're still going. We'll finish.
How?
There's two.
Still noise.
That one's off too, but we'll finish up. We'll wrap it up. Yeah.
Oh, okay.
No, so what he did was, as long as you're in school or working or being a part of society, like a good part of society, he made it so that they could legally be here, like find not a pathway to citizenship, but eventually that's what he wanted to do. Was he wanted to make a pathway to citizenship. But what he did now, like everybody that was in school or graduated high school or has a, what is that called? Their GED, and is working, as long as you maintain those things, you're either going to school or you're working, you're able to renew your DACA. And I think that's great. Yeah. Because, I mean, if you break the law, then they send you back. That was
even that wasn't thought all the way through, though, because it's like, what are you going to do once you're out of school and actually working?
Well, you have to be working.
But it's still, they were still in a limbo for the longest time. I have my friend that's a fucking nuclear engineer at the fucking site was like scared of getting deported for the longest time after she graduated.
Oh, really?
It's like, you're a nuclear engineer, like...
Does she have DACA?
She had DACA, but but that's what I'm saying. Once she was out of school and working and everything, it's not the same. It's not the same as being in school. She was still in danger.
Oh, that's weird.
We kicked around the idea of me marrying her, but it wouldn't help her because I'm a felon.
Oh, really?
So it didn't work out.
No, I know someone that I was told lost their DACA because. Like, they were working they went to school, then got DACA, and then started working, but then decided to go on hiking trips for a year and quit working, and so they lost their ability to renew their DACA.
Yeah, and I'm not going to sit here and act like I know exactly what. I just know that she was tripping, and I was like, you're a fucking nuclear engineer.
Because I didn't know that you were allowed to work over there if you weren't...
It took her a minute. It took her a minute to like be able to even get clearance and stuff. But it's like they need people with those qualifications.
Yeah, because I know.
So they're able to bend the rules.
I know me, like as a food provider.
Because how many people do you know that could be a nuclear engineer?
Maybe like one.
That's what I'm
saying. Yeah. So. We went to, well, this is a whole nother can of worms. We can wrap it up. I was just going to talk about the protests a little bit, but in Utah. that I attended recently. It was good.
Oh yeah, you were in Utah,
Yeah.
huh? Yeah. So.
Yeah. On my social, I posted about it, but this person put this like poster up though of like Trump being decapitated, and they like put it up front and center, and I was like, I don't know if this is somebody. I was like, I wonder if this is a bad actor, like trying to make it look
make it look worse than it is.
Yeah,
because so they can start saying, look at your peaceful.
I was like wondering because but no, and then like I didn't know we were gonna march because like it was hard to find information about this protest. I guess I don't know the right people or what, but and so then we marched, but we didn't march to the Capitol. Actually, we marched like around the block but we can definitely. I know we've been talking for a long time. We can definitely.
Do you know what time it is?
Is that like
valuable life lessons?
Time for valuable life lessons. Now we end the show by going around and we each give a valuable life lesson that we learned during the show.
Yes.
So I don't know if anyone has one ready or not yet. But.
Why don't we go start with Tabitha?
Yes.
All right, Roddy,
I'll start with one.
Okay. Valuable life
My
lessons.
valuable life lesson is that you can be in a room with a Mexican and a black person, and the white people are still going to know more about the Memphis sound, and it's kind of sad.
Hey, I'm a core Mexican.
Valuable life lessons.
It's the Memphis sound.
What's
Because we were
that?
talking about Stax Records.
I don't know anything about any.
Yeah, it was a quick
I don't
little.
know anything. Yeah.
To me, it was just like, wow, you can't judge a book by its cover these days.
Valuable life lessons.
All right, who's next? You want to go next?
No, let's go around and let's go in order. Come on. Shannon.
Cole's all about
I have
order.
one.
And,
Okay.
Are you all about order and organization? Cool.
No.
More than you.
Oh,
Yeah, but
damn.
You know how
man.
unorganized I am.
Right. Sorry, I had to throw you.
There's
under the bus.
organization in my chaos, I feel, but I feel like
Yeah.
you're always kind of like.
All right,
you want
I
order.
guess I'll go since you guys were all like, you were like, you do it.
We were like, what?
Do it. No, you look like you got something to say.
Too bad we're not.
You look smart because you got glasses.
So talk about people
You look like
pleasing
you'd be a
next
good
time, huh?
mortician because you look
'Cause you're
you
around
look all
glasses?
happy and stuff. No, I think I learned from your guys' experience with your from learning about how you guys have your attachment styles and like the crap that you guys went through.
Mm-hmm.
So I learned that. I guess I learned to be grateful for my upbringing because I didn't have to deal with a lot of the stuff you guys had to deal with. So
Valuable life
I'm grateful.
trauma in your childhood.
I did not have the same type of trauma that you guys had. So.
Yeah, there you go.
Valuable
That's a
life
great one.
lessons.
That's hard to find somebody without childhood trauma nowadays.
Do you hate that people just assume you're smart because you wear glasses? Because I hate
No, I
that.
was just saying that because it's a stupid thing to say.
Really? You think that's a stupid thing to say? I say that all the time.
Well, because you're being funny.
No, I really do.
You really think people with glasses are smart?
No, I genuinely hate that people assume that I'm smart.
Oh,
No, I'm dumb as fuck.
That's what you're
No.
saying.
No. I will say, every time like we have a conversation, I always am very like, wow, I am sitting around with another smart person. Because I assume because you're always joking and like you don't take things serious that you don't have a lot of knowledge. And I'm not gonna say that you're stupid. No, but every time we have a conversation, I learn so much from you, and I'm just like, I think that's why we're good friends. Why I connect with you because I'm like, you're really smart all the time.
she basically said
know
you're
a lot of
smarter than you look.
Which is good. I'd rather be
Yes.
smarter than I look than look smarter than I am. Yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm saying. I hate
And
when
I-
people think I'm smart because
I
I wear
don't
glasses.
even realize
I'm
that
just
you wear
blind.
glasses half the time.
Okay,
Well,
what
that's
did
good.
you learn?
Valuable life
Oh, is it my turn?
lessons.
I'm just making it.
You're trying to encourage the flow.
I'm picking you.
Okay, so what did I learn? I think that it was interesting, like when you talked about how your love language a lot of the times has to do with
What you lacked
what
in
you
childhood.
lacked, which I don't think is necessarily always the case, but it's
Maybe
definitely
not.
something to think about. And like, yeah, like, and I could see that like with me. So yeah,
Yeah, I guess that was for me too interesting. Like it's really everything is just a response.
Valuable life lessons.
There's, it's like a cause and effect thing. Like nothing just happens. There's always something behind it.
That's why there's no
We've
free
talked
will.
about that.
Yeah, we talked about it on the last podcast.
We disagree. Yeah, Cort and I disagree, though.
Yeah, Tabitha.
Maybe it's the
still believes
teacher
in
in
free
me. I disagree
Valuable
with
life
you, Cort.
lessons.
Oh, geez. I want to say the valuable life lesson is to maybe not take people's responses so personally. To take the time to try and understand where people are coming from and to be kind. People are going through lots of stuff and it's a yucky world out there, so it's important to take the time to understand people and love on them
And to be nice is easy.
yes.
Yeah. Valuable life lessons.
Cheers.
Yes, I have a valuable life lesson. I think my valuable life lesson is that I always thought you were like shut down to feelings. That I didn't know that about you. I didn't know you were an emotional person. Valuable life
That's why I started
lessons.
I feel like we should end with a song.
What's the song?
I don't know, but we made a good good quartet earlier. Like, what's one that we all know? The O'Reilly jingle again?
Yeah, there you go.
Okay, 1, 2. Wait, how does it start?
Yeah.
Okay, ready? Wait, 1, 2, 3.
O'Reilly's
Auto parts. Ow! Yeah, that. Whoa, go Cole.